We're not full yet. Takes a lot more than this. Welcome back to North Dakota Today. We have Chef Coulon with Dakota Magic here once again, and we've covered a lot of ground on this show. But what do you do with all the leftovers after Thanksgiving? You have a creative idea for us today.
You know, I was asked to think outside the box for this segment, and this is something that'll definitely be outside the box. What I've done is, you know, you're going to have people over. You're going to make your turkey salad after you know, for your sandwiches and whatnot for the folks that come over after the fact and the next day over. But I'm going to make an appetizer that you can use all of your leftovers in too. It's a little odd, and I don't know if everybody's familiar with how to make sushi, but what we're doing is I have my little sushi roller here. I wrapped it in plastic wrap so nothing sticks to it. This is our seaweed paper, which is nori paper. I made a little bit of rice, the sticky rice, the cow rose rice. Cow rose rice is very, very sticky, so you want to get a little bit of water on your hands because it won't stick that way. And you just put it on in a thin layer, kind of like this. And you don't need to put too much. You can make it as thin or as thick as you want. And you want to do it to where you have it about 80% covered. So I've left a little section here uncovered. And what we're going to do is I made some turkey salad, as you would make your traditional turkey salad, onions, celery, a little bit of celery salt, that kind of stuff. And I would put a little bit of this right in here. And then a couple of green beans, which would be left over out of your...
wow. Yeah, using leftovers
absolutely
from the table.
Absolutely. And this is actually just a blanched off sweet potato because everybody has sweet potatoes. And what I'm going to do is just use a little bit of water and put a little water on here so that when it rolls over, it seals the edge. And this will be our sushi roll.
Turkey sushi.
Turkey sushi. Who'd have thunk it?
That is fantastic.
You did think outside the box with this one.
You know, it was fun. It was fun to think that way. And you roll it into your roller, and you kind of just compress it a little bit. And there is your sushi roll.
Oh my goodness.
I love it.
Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I have a little bit of a sweet soy glaze that I make. Put a little bit of sweet soy glaze on the plate. Cut my sushi, and of course the sushi chef always gets the end pieces, so I'll get those a little later.
Oh, for fancy.
You know, and it's just, you know, I was sitting in a sushi restaurant, one of my favorite sushi restaurants in Denver, Colorado, and I was trying to figure out different things that I can incorporate into sushi. And,
what a
you know,
idea.
a California roll is nothing more than a crab salad with mayonnaise, so it is cooked. And then cucumbers and vegetables and that kind of stuff rolled in the paper. What I'm going to do is put a little dollop of your leftover cranberry relish.
Oh my goodness.
Mom's little cranberry relish. And of course I've got a nut that's sticking.
I don't suppose she thought back in the day when she was making this you were going to use...
I'm guaranteeing that. So she's just laughing at me now. When I told my parents I wanted to go to culinary school, they were pleasantly surprised. So, I don't know, did you guys want to try one of those on air, or do you want to wait till after?
I'm probably going to wait till after.
Adventurous enough?
It looks really good.
You know, it looks so beautiful. I would love to do that myself, but as I was watching you, I thought this could be kind of fun to have your guests do with you.
Absolutely. You know, if you buy a couple of sushi rollers, set it up on the counter, and you just kind of have one guy in the middle, and the rest of you play with it, and you can come up with different ingredients. You can, you know, my suggestion would be to play with all cooked product. And the misnomer, and you can ask 10 different people, you'll get 10 different answers. But if you just go with the basics that a sushi is the Japanese rice with vegetables and a cooked product in it, sushi is that way. Sashimi is actually the raw fish, so the tuna, the unagi, that kind of thing. So if you go with your sushi, this is all cooked product. So you can use carrot, celery, onions. You can make it nice and spicy. You know, you can use, I made one with wild game with some pheasant breast in it, and I used poblanos and jalapenos with a little bit of sriracha. And then, of course, I made a cilantro oil and a chipotle aioli to go on top. So you know, it's a fun thing to play with. And if you get a collaborative of a lot of people trying to play with sushi, you can have a great time with it.
You
Get
can
a
only
lot of
look at
different
those
ideas.
Black Friday flyers for so long.
Right.
Then how are you going to entertain all of your family?
Exactly.
And you can get all of this like at the store.
Exactly. I've seen these in the grocery store.
Okay.
You know, you can grab these in the grocery store. I mean, the nori paper, any grocery store in the Asian section. And the sweet soy glaze is just something I kind of take soy sauce, a little bit of sugar, and thicken it with a little cornstarch.
We got about 30 seconds left. Let's give you a chance to talk about Dakota Magic, what's happening down there, if people want to come down, visit you.
And Dakota Magic is well underway from our construction project. We're actually having a great time. The restaurant's open, the lounge is open, the brand new gaming floor is open. We're getting ready to open our deli. That'll be by the end of this month. So for those of you who'd like to come in for the Nathan's hot dogs and the pretzels, we'll have the deli open by the end of the month. And we'll be running specials in both the restaurant and the buffet for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, if you don't want to make it yourself or do the dishes,
Let me
on
do
to
it.
your restaurant.
Let me do it.
You can handle
Absolutely.
all of it.
Thank you for being
Awesome.
here. Great stuff.
Great
Absolutely.
stuff.
Absolutely.
We'll be right back with a little daily dose of motivation for you.